on the GM layer. So basically this is just basically for your eyes only. So you're basically about right here. You're hidden under a tree, and you see that there is the rocky outcropping. You can see that the path is probably 50 feet wide, and now there's actually a true path that's formed, and you can see this path that actually leads off on the other side of the outcropping. So basically what's happened is this trail has actually turned into a real type of dirt trail, because on the other side of the outcropping there's a trail that's actually led into this, and then that's how the trail just continues out. So between you see nothing on the trail, but I want you to give me a perception check now. But I do need a perception check. And I want you to give that to me with advantage. So just click your advantage macro and put in your perception modifier. And you can have that with advantage, because you knew all kinds of information about this area anyway from the cultists from last week. Okay, so you do see, actually you see the mountains, well, not the mountains, but the outcrop is
actually
pretty
Dave,
jagged.
My modifier is -1, so that should be a 16.
16? Okay, sounds good. Yep, still same thing. All of this, where you're at right here, you can see that you can see between this side and the other side, you see at least a half a dozen, and you can see that they're laying behind rocks and stuff. So basically you can see one right here, and I'm going to go ahead and start releasing these as well, and I'm going to let you see everything that you can see. And they do blend in pretty well. So you can see that there is a cultist here. You can see that there's also a humanoid here. You can also see one here, and also further to the south, you can also see another what appears to be another type of either one of the acolytes or one of the cultists. Now, on the other side, you can see several as well. And they're also, so there's actually, quite a few. I mean, you're definitely outnumbered. This is their rear guard, and you can actually notice that a lot of these guys are in the same type of matching garbs and whatnot. So it looks like the party is definitely outnumbered, and there's like I said, there's almost 9 here. So you're almost outnumbered 2 to 1. You could definitely get advantage. You definitely think you could get the scoop on them, and you could definitely get advantage on them if you guys were successful sneaking up to them. You've done a great job, and this is pretty much everything that you see here. So I will go ahead and put you back on the other map. Do you have any questions? You also see a couple, a large boulder down here, and like I said, here's almost a half a dozen trees in this outcropping as well. But this is pretty jaggedy, so there's rot sticking up, and all of these cultists and guards, and they're definitely all hiding behind the rocks. So if you're traveling down this road, for a fact you're not going to be able to see them. So that's what you see, man. That's what you see.
The only way for us to surprise them is going to be to move in the rocks behind one half, or the other half attack them and with advantage, and then have the others at somewhat of a disadvantage, being out in the open while we're in the rocks.
You would definitely be able to take advantage of the situation, and they're all up as well. So it looks like that they are definitely still. They're basically hawk watching this road, this trail. So, all right. Well, I'm going to put you back on the other map, and we will let everyone know that they can come back.
Very good.
That is what you see, sir. I like splitting the party. It is awesome. Did you switch back there, Sisson guy?
Yes, I did.
Are we back?
We are back. Hello, everyone.
Cool. Cool. I just seen OKO.
Switching the party. A great unknown tool that a lot of people in Roll20
All right, I've got
know
a
about.
report about what I've seen on my scouting expedition.
And you're gone for probably about 30 minutes or so, checking things out. He had a great
As I
stealth
moved
roll, great perception check.
further up along the trail through these rocky outcrops,
It needs to be
I
rewarded
came
for
across the
that.
rear guard. The trail has become much more defined, and in the place where they're waiting, it definitely runs between two rocky outcrops, one on each side of the trail. There are 4 cultists hiding on the south side of the trail. There are 5 cultists and kobolds hanging out up on the north side of the trail. They're very alert. They are watching that trail, and they're ready for trouble. Are we?
Nice work. They never saw you at all, no?
No hint that I was there. We took nothing
Should I
but
unmute?
pictures in our mind and left
Yeah.
nothing but tracks.
Okay. Is there any way we can get to the outcroppings next to them or behind them or something? Is that possible?
I missed everything. I'm so sorry.
If possible, and if we,
could you
if
repeat
we-
to Mist? Sorry.
yes, I snuck up. I basically snuck up the road to a point where it narrowed between 2 rock outcroppings, and with a little judicious creeping and crawling, I was able to determine that there were 4 cultists on the south side of the trail in the rock outcrop, and in the rock outcrop on the north, there were 5 more. I saw a total of 9. They did not see me, and I moved back, and I'm reporting.
They don't have to fight the rear guard. I mean, they could totally.
And I was just
ignore
asking
them
if there's
as well.
any way we can.
But they
get
want that
behind
level
them.
3.
If we
Possibly.
move up on one group or the other, we can take them with advantage. It hinges on our ability to move very quietly through those rocks.
Yeah, the rocks weren't. It wasn't like climbing a mountain, though, sis. So I mean, there's going to be no type of checks or anything, as in trying to climb the rocks. So everybody's going to be able to
Okay.
do that. You know, you already know the path, so you'll be able to show them the path.
It's more just
going-
kind of like uneven rocky ground rather than like sheer cliff faces or anything.
That's correct.
Zelos, do you think that we can, it's reasonable to get into a combat situation? We can get advantage on these guys? We can approach without them noticing us? Or should we try to lure them to a different place if there's no way for us to get advantage on that?
If we're going to get advantage on them, I think we should move south and then hit the group that's on the south side of the trail. There are 4 there. The other group coming from across the trail will have to come at us while we're in cover, and we should have advantage somewhat on them also. It hinges on being able to move up behind the first group quietly. What kind of a check will it take for us to do that, Dave?
Well, you definitely can have advantage, and it's like, you know, like I was mentioning to you, as long as you follow the same path as what you had already taken, I have no problem with you guys having advantage on both either the group on the left or the group on the right. You can definitely exploit that. You can definitely exploit it, and you can definitely take advantage of it. Now, here's the thing. Are you going to be able to take one side and the other side not here, that I don't know. That, it's not, it's like you had seen. It's only X amount of feet across. So chances are, either or side is probably gonna join right in. That's the thing. It's not like it's not like it's a huge gorge. Hundreds of feet on each side. It's a pretty short gap. What was
I'm thinking that we can
go for, Miss.
It's
Well,
the Grand Canyon.
The last time we had to deal with cultists and there being a gap between one group and another, they all fell down.
Oh yeah, they were like
Boom.
lemmings. That would suit us fine again then.
Wait, what?
Hey, you jump off that rock. Roll first.
So I'm sorry. I like the idea of taking one group at a time if that has been communicated to me by Zelos.
Yes, the smaller group is on the south side. There are only 4 on the south side of the trail. If we open on them with advantage, we can probably have a lot of them dealt with before the group from the north gets to us and start doing any damage.
Is there more cover on one side than the other that we can take advantage of, or is one a higher ground?
Very much both the same.
Very good.
So mostly we pick a 5 or a 4.
If we pick the 4, then the 5 will be attacking us across the open.
And that wouldn't be the same if we picked the 4?
Well, if we pick the 4, like I said, we beat up on them. The 5 that are coming will have to come across the open area in the trail. I'm not sure that will take them very long, but it might leave them at a disadvantage for a bit.
Assuming, of course, they don't try to retreat and warn the rest of the army or raiders.
True, we could always wind up with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of them leaving and coming back whenever they want to.
We could try to split up.
Oh, the dreaded words.
I really
split up,
advise
Jay.
we not do that.
Remember that disclaimer in the front of the player's handbook? We are not responsible for splitting the party.
My
think
view
it was
is
the player's handbook. Sorry.
no. My view is they know we're coming anyway. They're watching the road for us. If they go back and say to the rear guard, if some of them get away and they go back, there's no difference to what it was before, because they wouldn't have the road watched if they didn't think somebody was going to be following them.
True. If we see somebody,
let's hope one or two don't get away. But
if we see someone escaping in the direction of the main party, we can always turn this up into a let's get out of here. And make our escape back up to the north.
either that or we do split the party and 3 of us go one side and 2 go the other.
I do have another question. Zelos, were they stationary in their scouting, or were they patrolling?
They're stationary. They're all in cover.
I think we should go for a group and see if we can't take them out stealthily. You did a really nice job last night. Give you a high five for that. In taking out one of the guys in one shot. How are you feeling about this morning? You well rested?
My hand is hot. Let's throw the dice.
I like the confidence.
So north or south then? 5 or 4?
We have 4 on the south. My vote's for the south.
You know, it'd be better surprising more of them and hopefully getting taking out 5 in the first seconds of combat rather than 4.
I like that.
I think we need to take out as
I
many
like
as
the
we can as
strategy.
quickly as we can.
The
5 might be
strategy
overloading our teacup.
I like that.
Hey,
Okay.
Zelos. How tightly packed were these cultists?
They're spread out. There's I'd say I'm going to remember approximately 10 to 15 feet between, 5 to 10 feet between each of them. They're strung along about maybe 50 to 60 feet of the trail on either side of.
Drat. Well, can't win them all. Thank you for the information.
So what do you guys think? I like the strategy on that. I like it.
Let's take the 4 out then. Make sure they're taking the 4 out. Even the odds.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have a round advantage, because when you don't have when you have the element of surprise, the other side basically they're frozen like deer in headlights. So it depends on what you guys want to do. Are you guys going to move in for the kill?
Other option is pretending to be one of them.
I would really hate to be between them in disguises that they might see through.
Precisely. But if we walk along the path, I still don't like that. I'd rather kill people, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of itching for battle. I want to burn something.
You want the level 3?
My vote is for killing something, but I'll be right back, guys. My internet froze up again.
No problem.
I say let's take them out.
You guys remember as well, there were a lot of, you guys knew that there were cultists there. The cultists were more uniformed. But there were also mercenaries and bandits. They had no kind of coordination. They were just, remember, you guys weren't even being attacked. The kobolds and everybody, remember, these guys kept running right past you guys as well.
Truthfully, Dave, Kirsten would love to try and sneak by them, be sneaky, get by, all that fun stuff. But Misty's just, for some reason, a little bloodthirsty today.
Oh, hey, I'm totally for that. Hey, I love the combat in 5e, so hey, I'm all for it.
I'd really rather not have 9 knives behind me.
I agree.
That's true as well.
What's not to say that they're already surrounding us right now?
Roll initiative, you're being attacked. No, I'm just kidding.
The dwarf just kind of casts a glance about as if looking for unseen enemies.
I had to
He
do that.
definitely looks around.
I totally had to do that.
Are you back, Silverclaw?
Yeah, I'm back.
What
Sorry
say
about
you?
that. Let's go attack. Come on, kill.
Let's get him. Kill from the south.
Okay.
Better roll good in your stealth check, Dojo.
So who all's wearing heavy armor?
I believe I'm in leather.
I
did
think
you
I'm
guys
the only
forget
one
about that?
is.
I'm
All right.
wearing nothing but my kilt.
Whoa!
Oh, really?
Hey now.
Oh yes.
Hey now. Alright, so you guys are able to get back to the point of where Zelos was. I'm going to move you guys over. Alright, here's where you guys are at. You guys are, oh boy, that took a long time to make with all the rock and
A
all
cool
that
map
stuff. Man. Yeah, this is probably about, oh my gosh, probably 300-400 assets on here, maybe even more. There's mostly rocks. That was what took the time to get all those rocks the way I wanted it, because I wanted it to kind of have that 3D look to where you could actually tell that it was like a rock outcropping, just not a bunch of rocks just stacked there. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty good.
It does. You've done well.
Thank you, Jedi Master.
Obi-Wan bows.
Yeah, when
I
it
had to say
loaded, it
that.
was definitely layered. That was really cool.
Alright, so this is where you guys are at. You guys are not noticed. You can see here on the south there are 4, and the 4 that you guys can see, you can see that there are pretty much 3 uniformed cultists. They are hiding behind these, these rocks that are layered in the outcrop, and they're peering around, they're veering around, and plus they're talking lightly with one another as well. So you can definitely get advantage on these guys. I think you guys are within range as well, as in, I believe, ranged. Yeah, you guys are only 45, 50 feet. So every grid is 5 foot. There's pretty much, the grid's turned on for this map. So a lot of it. Yes. Hello.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to ask.
No, sure. What's up?
Is there any noticeable difference amongst the cultists that I would take note of? Or are they all pretty much, run-of-your-mill cultists?
They're pretty much the run-of-the-mill cultists. There's a couple cultists on the other side as well. And now that the sun is actually coming up a little bit more, you can see that there's one guard as well. One of the armored guards on the other side. And it is... let me get my pointer back. It's this guy right here. So, but they do blend in fairly well. The guys on the other side, you actually have to kind of focus your eyes on the spots. But over time, after you survey the entire outcroppings, both sides, you can see that there are a total of 9. So you're thinking there's at least 6 cultists. And then there's a guard, and then the other 2 you're not quite sure about, but they look like they could have magic, because they are they are actually using like a they have like a long club staff, or something in that type of visual nature.
The other 2
and
being the ones on the far?
And we improve our attack position from where we are now.
Yes, you could probably move about another 15 feet, and then anything after that, I'm going to make you guys roll a stealth check.
You said the other 2, they might be magic. Were those the far 2 that we can't see as well, or is it the 2 weird-looking small things?
It's the one guy that's the furthest away on the southern outcrop. The one in the dark with the funky headgear on, and over here you're thinking it's definitely this guy here with the staff as well. These 2 guys are using like a wooden staff type of weapon. Then you have the trail that goes. You got pretty much about 30 to anywhere between 30 to 40 to 50 feet between the outcroppings itself. Lots of cover from from the trees. These are actually really large trees as well. Next, Chris, thank you for the follow. Next, Chris, I appreciate it. Welcome to the community. We are fixing to have a shindig here. 9 versus 5, 1 healer. It's going to be tough, real tough. So what do you guys think? You guys want to move a little bit closer and then take advantage of the situation, or?
Yeah, I think possibly. Well,
I bet your Rurock will be raging this fight.
I would definitely want to move closer.
I definitely want to get closer. Dave, can you move me off the map and back on again? I managed to get out of the game by accident, and it's not loading all the way for some reason.
There you go. Can you see your token now?
Yay! Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, it does have a pretty good for 2D.
It's going to be worth the rogue trying to sneak as far up as he can. Maybe try and get rid of the caster.
Yeah, like I said, you guys can move about another 15 feet. You also notice that the cultists are your normal run-of-the-mill cultist. Those guys are actually still wielding the scimitars as they head back in Greenest.
Am I trying to get the caster in the orange robe or the green robe?
I think you should try and get the one at the top, mate. Otherwise, if we're trying to get as many of them out in the first round, I think you're gonna have to sneak like as far up as you can get, so you can get to one of the ones at the top. Another one right at the top, mate. I think.
Yeah, leave the two closest to me.
I mean,
Since I'm the less stealthy, I'd probably be more of a person who found out.
Yep. Me and Kadojo could probably deal with those two that are directly in front of us.
I don't have to get very close to attack.
Do I have line of sight on this guy, Dave?
Yeah, the trees are all well above you. I mean, the trees are 20 to 30 feet. You guys are. I put you guys on top of the trees, so you guys can actually see where you are under the trees. So there's nothing that is in your way. You have 100% visibility. No type of obstruction in your way or anything like that. So
okay, all right then, Misty.
So you guys are going to attack. So you guys can go ahead and figure out who wants to go first, because you guys are going to have the element of surprise. They are not going to get to do anything for the first round. So you guys, this is your round. As you planned your attack, you guys get to attack. Remember, you have Guy. You have advantage, so you get sneak attack because you have advantage, and also everyone gets to roll their attacks with advantage as well. Unless you're a drow, then it would be just a normal roll, but you guys aren't drow, so.
I think we basically wait for the rogue and then recharge.
Okay. I'm within range with these two, so I can take them on and occupy them. You guys focus on the others.
Okay. So
I'm attacking that individual with my bow, Dave.
Which one? Can you ping again for me? Is it the first guy here? Oh, you're going all the way to the rear. Okay, you should have plenty of room, right? How long is your normal shot? Let's see. What is your normal
Up to 120.
shot? Let's see. You're using a short bow, right? Yeah, short bow.
Yes.
Okay, I think the short bow is 80. Let's see. Yeah, short bow is 80. The long bow is 150. So yeah, you get to. Yeah, you're using a short bow, so you get to go up to 80 feet. But I believe that's probably still within.
Well, I made it 30 feet with the measuring tool.
Okay, where are you at? I don't even see you on the map. You're a camouflage in these trees. Can you ping where you're at? Because I can't see you. Where'd you go? I honestly, I do not see you.
There we go.
Oh my God, you're gonna have to do a stealth check if you wanted to go.